Look, I am absolutely thrilled we're doing this today. Our goal here is super focused, but it's also incredibly encouraging. We are going to empower you to transition your properties from, just basic reactive management straight into true institutional-grade security. We're talking about building a flawless, totally frictionless environment for your high-net-worth clientele. Let's dive right in.
So we've got to start with the ultimate question, right? How do you protect a multi-million-dollar boundary cleanly? Because managing a high-value estate with the logistics of a budget motel, well, it completely devalues the real estate. It exposes you to structural liability leaks, and honestly, it creates these unauthorized vendor overlaps that completely compromise your client's privacy. Our mission today is to show you exactly how to eliminate those vulnerabilities and build a seamless fortress of privacy around your most valuable assets.
Here's our quick roadmap for today's explainer. 1. The physical entropy layer. 2. Structuring multi-tier zones. 3. Time-expiring vendor matrices. And finally, 4. Validating underwriting compliance. Let's get to it.
All right, Section 1, the physical entropy layer. So what exactly is the physical entropy layer? Basically, it's that constant, annoying degradation right at the intersection where digital perfection smashes into physical reality. True asset governance isn't just about handling a guest complaint after the fact. It means proactively anticipating the tiny, physical breakdowns that just nibble away at your property's performance every single day. I mean, it's not always a massive burst pipe that breaks you. A lot of times it's the small, unseen friction. I love this quote because it hits the nail on the head. You can automate an API, but you absolutely cannot use an API to stop a squirrel from stuffing walnuts into your HVAC vents. Software simply cannot fix physical reality. Let me give you a very real nightmare scenario. Picture this beautiful, heavy wooden door on a coastal property. The API on your app insists the door is electronically unlocked. The Wi-Fi is perfectly stable, the battery's at 90%. But because the coastal humidity has caused that wooden door frame to swell by just 0.4 millimeters, the deadbolt of your $400 smart lock is physically jammed. The digital world is flawless, but the physical world, well, it's broken, and your guest is standing out there in the pouring rain. We have to architect systems that prevent this. Which brings us to Section 2, structuring multi-tier zones. To fight that entropy, we've got to construct multi-tier physical clearance zones, moving strictly from the property boundary inward. First up, we secure the perimeter. Then, we tightly manage the pathways for common contractor movement. And finally, we isolate our most highly vulnerable spaces with specialized verification areas. You aren't just locking a front door anymore. You are dynamically controlling exactly who can be where and exactly when they can be there. So the crucial point here is how we treat those really critical interior spaces. Sovereign asset architects literally geofence sensitive asset areas. We're talking about private wine cellars, primary suites, structural utility hubs. By requiring specialized biometric verification levels to access these highly vulnerable spaces, you completely restrict common contractor movement. A cleaner shouldn't have access to the wine cellar, right? And an HVAC tech definitely shouldn't be wandering near the primary suite. This is exactly how you enforce absolute discretion. Moving right along to Section 3, time-expiring vendor matrices. This is the operational magic. We deploy highly precise access matrices using secure applications like Schlag Prime and Salto systems. Local turn crews and technical contractors, they don't just get some generic keypad code. No way. They get precise, time-restricted digital credentials. These credentials grant access solely during designated, documented operational windows, like, say, a specific 4-hour vacancy block on a Tuesday. And once that window closes, boom, the access vanishes. Just contrast the absolute nightmare of traditional physical keys and generic door codes, which, let's be honest, lead directly to liability leaks and overlapping vendors, against the pristine, airtight security of a secure digital network. By pairing those time-restricted digital credentials with heavily vetted vendors who are bound by strict non-disclosure agreements, you guarantee absolute privacy. You create a true fortress of privacy. And let me tell you, that is exactly what elite, high-net-worth individuals are actively seeking out.
And finally, Section 4, validating underwriting compliance.
So, intelligent underwriting engines. These are the exact smart data aggregation and risk calculation systems used by modern lending and insurance institutions, and they are inundated with data. They're actively looking for verified digital footprints to properly assess your platform risk.
When you have a smart, connected property, you are feeding perfectly clean, highly accurate data right into these engines.
So how do you actually validate that compliance? Well, you maintain digital asset passports using cloud-based infrastructure like Stessa or DoorLook. Because you've implemented those biometric entry matrices we talked about, you now have a secure digital audit trail of exactly who entered which sector of the estate and exactly when. This completely removes human error from your liability tracking. And think about it, when you can hand an underwriter or lender a verified, flawless history of your property's secure operational footprint, you drastically lower your platform risk profile. That means securing much more favorable financing terms. It is a massive competitive advantage.
And make no mistake, the market is actively rewarding this level of governance. Privacy-focused buyers, the ones prioritizing advanced tech and security, are pushing global smart home security spending toward an expected $39 billion by 2029. $39 billion. High-end buyers just expect these fully integrated secure systems now. You aren't just protecting the asset, you are significantly enhancing its market value and positioning yourself flawlessly for the future. We also have to remember the sheer speed at which this market operates. Elite operators know that high-net-worth buyers and ultra-luxury guests execute a visual audit of a property in just 7 seconds. 7 seconds! That's all the time you have. If your property shows signs of physical entropy, or if your security systems feel intrusive rather than completely invisible, they will instantly move on. Flawless, invisible, institutional-grade security systems are absolutely essential for maximum yield. As we wrap up this explainer, I want to leave you with a provocative thought to really reflect on. Are your current liability moats a true fortress of privacy, or are they just an open door to physical entropy? It is time to stop babysitting problems and start engineering your property like the flagship of your portfolio. Upgrading to institutional-grade biometric matrices isn't just an operational choice, it is literally the ultimate key to reclaiming your time, cleanly protecting those boundaries, and maximizing your assets' performance. Thank you so much for joining me on this deep dive.